Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are going to be talking about choosing the right resume format. You may be thinking, what do you mean by resume format? Yes, there are multiple types of formats that you can use to really impress potential employers. Let's jump in. So, what is a chronological resume? Well, a chronological resume is a resume format that lists your work history in reverse chronological order. It's going to highlight your most recent job listed at the top and each previous position in descending order. So let's take a look at an example here. We have your summary that's always going to kind of be at the top there. And then you have your most recent position for your professional experience and then going down in descending order. And then you have your education listed afterwards. Your relevant skills can, either live in a sidebar or it could actually live like here, side by side or below. It really depends. But this is going to be front and center in descending order. Definitely one of the more popular formats. The chronological resume is the most popular format because it accommodates people with any experience level and presents your qualifications in a logical, time ordered fashion that is easy for a hiring manager to read. Let's take a look at the combination resume. You may be thinking, what is a combination resume? Well, a combination resume is a resume format that's designed for highly trained job seekers with previous work experience. Let's take a look at an example here. Over here, we have the combination resume. It's called a combination resume because it combines the most notable features of both the functional resume format, which we'll get into, and the chronological resume. Also, this is referred to as a hybrid resume sometimes. It features a very detailed skills section that groups your skills into categories. In this example, we have like organization and finance, and then you have the professional experience below and the education following. Each category features bullet points underneath to illustrate examples of how you use this skill in practice. Additionally, a combination resume includes a chronological work experience, like we saw before, going from your most recent experience to your older experience. You may be thinking, when is it a good choice to use a combination resume? Because it seems like there's a lot of information to include on one resume. That's because it is. Combination resumes are ideal for candidates who've developed a strong set of skills and have experience utilizing those skills. You're going to want to use it when you're making a career change and you want to emphasize your transferable skills. That's huge. Or when you have a specific, well developed set of technical skills you want to highlight. The third one is if you're a senior level candidate with a diverse range of experience and skills. So these are the cases where you're going to want to use a combination resume. Now, you heard me speak about a functional resume before. What is a functional resume? Well, it's a format that focuses more on your professional skills rather than each job you held and when you held that job. It's really looking to emphasize your skills rather than your career progression. The functional resume format is the ideal choice for you if you're a career changer, maybe a job seeker with employment gaps, like you haven't worked for a couple of years, or someone with a highly developed skill set. The functional resume format gives you the best chance of impressing a hiring manager if you fall into one of those categories. The biggest difference between a functional resume and the standard chronological resume is that your functional resume is going to group your experience under skill categories instead of job titles. Under each skill category, bullet points are generally used to highlight examples of your skills, and those examples can come from both work and life experience. So, when should you use the functional resume? Yes, you should definitely use it, like I said, if you have long periods of unemployment. Two, you're switching to a new industry. In particular, you're leaving the industry where you've built up most of your work experience. And three, You want to highlight specific professional skills rather than your experience. So we talked about 3 different resume formats. We talked about the chronological format, we had the hybrid format, and now we have the functional format. Generally, I always advise most, especially entry-level job seekers, to go with the format that is going to best suit them. This generally is the chronological format, and that's the one I've used in the past. So this is great for you if you want to try something new, or if you fall into the categories of why you should be using another type of format.